For this video, I'm going to share with you all how to do a base fade for a color fade. So just as a couple of reminders before we get started, whatever color pencil you're using, if you can make sure it's sharpened before you get started. For this particular video, we're just doing one color that's either a medium range color or a darker color for your base fade. So things like yellow or white or tan or peach or gold or silver, those are going to be too light for us to work with today. The thought with a base fade is eventually we will learn how to blend in another color from the opposite side, and the success of that color fade is based on this initial color fade that I'm going to show you right here. Okay, so first things first, I've got this sharpened, so I'm ready to go. And I'm going to hold my paper down while I'm doing this, and so if it shifts around a little bit, hopefully I'll be able to deal with it. Also, I'm going to attempt to at some point take my color off the card, so always feel free to take your color off onto the table. We'll clean it later. So with your base fade, what I'm going to do is start with my hard pressure, gradually let up to medium hard pressure to medium pressure right about here, lighter, medium, light, and off. Okay, so I'm gonna go in one direction, and I might have to go over my fade a couple of times, just depending, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so on this side of my shape, and I'm working with a rectangle here, I'm going to do my harder pressure. Okay, I'm also gonna fix my edges a little bit later on because that always bothers me. Okay, so right now I have my hard pressure, gradually letting up to harder medium, gradually letting up to lighter medium, I'm running into my items on my desk here, lighter pressure, lightest, and then let off. And I'm always going to let off so I have a little bit of white right here. So see how this goes very gradually from basically dark to light. This is kind of what you're shooting for. Sometimes, just as an artist, I like to go over it, kind of do a lighter fade, and then come back and deepen it. So I'll actually do that one more time just for good luck. So hard pressure, harder medium, lighter medium, and lighter, and off. Okay, so I have something that looks like this, okay? Believe it or not, this is actually very difficult to do because as the artist, you have to control the pressure, okay, in order to create all of these different values or versions of a color, okay? So we have all of these different sort of red, pinky tones right here. Right now I'm gonna fix my top edge. So you can see I'm taking the color off onto the table. I am trying to match the pressure, and I'm trying to go in the same direction that I faded this in. All right, so it's matching up kind of good. I would do this to the top edge and the bottom edge. So it kind of looks like this. At some point I would have to resharpen my pencil. Fixing this over here. Okay, so notice over here on this side, I have a very small strip of white. If I were to blend another color in from the opposite side, like let's say I were doing an analogous color fade, colors that are side by side on the color wheel, I would bring in my orange from this side. And what this strip of white allows me to do is it makes it a more dramatic fade where I'm blending one pure color, and I have one pure color on one side, and it basically blends into the red, giving me a whole different range of red oranges, and then ends up in pure red again. So I have my pure colors on both sides with all kinds of different versions of the color mixing in between. Okay, so fix your edges for your warm-up. Yeah, make sure that your craftsmanship is good, and you're eventually going to create more of these. So if you have an index card, let's say you have this side, you would do, I don't know, a different color if you would like. So good luck with that.